Yo, what's cracking? Jay Watts, what's cracking, man? Thanks for jumping in here, man. Man, I think I figured out, man. I think I gotta jump on. I think I gotta jump on YouTube to do what we were talking about. Because I really do want to do that. Because I only get two choices from here. It's just like block a user or put a user in timeout. Like, that's crazy. So yeah. How's your Monday been, Jay Watts? FT, what's cracking? What's up with it? Thank you for coming through. Like Jesus in the house for sure. Geek boy, yo, what's cracking? What's up with it? Man, how's everybody's day, man? It's a rough one for me today, man. Had a lot of stuff I had to get done. Same old same for Jay Watts. Yeah, man. So tomorrow's graduation for me, man. I'm geeked about it. It's gonna be fun. I haven't walked the stage since I don't remember walking for my undergrad, much less so my grad. Yes, I did. Or did we just stand up? You know how sometimes those colleges are huge. Just stand up. Yeah, man. So I went down to the Missouri Aquarium Society swap meet. I don't know if you saw the video. I put the video out today, part 1. It was cool. Out of the Blue Aquariums was cracking. Thanks for coming through, man. Yeah. So if you check that out, man, that's just a piece. That was just like a piece of what we had going on, man. So it a lot of interesting people, a lot of awesome fish and animals. So definitely a win for me in the plant section. I almost got them the other day, y'all. Look, I got nothing but plants in there. I still gotta plant them and stuff like that. But I had a whole bunch going on, so I just wanted to make sure they stayed wet. What's up, S. Dot? What's cracking? Thank you for coming through. We got 10 people's in. Everybody, man. Monday. Case of the Mondays, man. I hope everybody's day was straight. You're gonna wind down with the biz, and we about to get it in. We got another candidate for the hot spot. You already know what it is. Aquafunk, thank you for coming through. We got another candidate for the hot spot. You already know what it is. Fish Trapper, you put meow in the comment under one of my. I was trying to figure out what the cat stuff was about. And maybe I missed it. It's always something with you. Denny's Fish Tanks, thank you for coming through. So, look. Went through the swamp, got to walking around. Not sure if you guys are subscribed to the MASI YouTube channel, MASI. Larry D, what's cracking? Thank you for coming through. It's a double meow for cop. Okay. But if you haven't, go check that out. It's hosted by young man named Jake Harris. He was down there and he was peddling some of his wares down there also. Got some awesome things. And I was like, yo, what you think about jumping in the hot spot with the biz one time? And he was like, hey, bring it on. So we welcome all challengers into the hot spot. But before we do, we're going to try to find out a little bit more. He is definitely more knowledgeable about the MASI experience than I don't even know how long he's been in, but we're about to find out. So I'm going to bring him up without further ado. Listen, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you ding that like button, hit that like thumbs up, whatever it is the case may be. Scott's Aquatics, thank you for coming through. I really appreciate you. And here we go. Bringing to the stage, Jake Harris. Welcome to the channel, G.
Hey. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
All right.
Dude, you got a ton of people in your chat, man. All sorts of people in here.
Man, so far. So far. We're gonna get it popping, man. Uh yeah, man. So Jake, I gotta ask you, like, how long have you been a member of MASI? Well, first, before you answer, thank you for coming on. And second, can everybody hear him out there? Are we good? Someone let me know. I think I only have one mind out there.
Feed, when I'm looking at your mouth is not doing what the sound is doing for me. So I think that might just be on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Thumbs up sounds good, and everybody's got a good.
Cool. You're good. I'm good then. But
Thank you, Lonnie.
I've been a member of Missouri Aquarium Society for not that long, honestly. I think just about it's hard to count the pandemic year, to be honest. It kind of like stopped time, but I guess technically about 2.5 years.
About 2.5 years. Okay, that seems like you do quite a bit.
Yeah.
For that to be like that short. Well, since I've seen you, Micah is in here. Thank you, Micah, for coming through. Met him there also. He's going to probably be on. Anthony's fishy friends, Kevin Wise. Thank you. So yeah, so 2.5 years. And so, did you create, or have you taken over the YouTube? I want to make sure I'm not saying something wrong.
Yeah, no. So like basically the way the whole YouTube thing came about was the pandemic hit, and we like the way that I needed something to do. I was like legit freaking out, like, because I'm the kind of person who, like, I've always got to have something on my schedule. I've always got to be doing something fun. There's always got to be like something coming up. Otherwise, I kind of start to hyperventilate a little bit. I start to freak out a little bit, you know, like I'm a guy who likes my hobbies. And fishing, you know, is one of them. Takes up a ton of my time, but it's not my only one.
Sure.
But so yeah, I was freaking out. I'm like, all right, so I need this fish thing in my life. How am I going to keep it going? Because I wasn't just cool with like, yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 years, I guess.
Yeah.
So I kind of ready, fire, aimed. I basically just made the YouTube channel, then decided I should probably ask council's permission to do this. So I went and I talked to the Missouri Aquarium Society Council, and I was like, hey, so like I made this thing. Is it all right if I use it? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, and by the way, if we want to do like a live speaker talk, it'd be really easy for me to broadcast to the YouTube channel. And they're like, oh, okay, well, do you want to do that? I'm like, sure, if you trust me to. Because I'm still the new kid on the block. Like half the people have been there for like 40 years, you know?
For sure.
But yeah, I kind of just went for it, honestly. I saw a need and just went for it.
Pretty good. You look like you have a ton of tanks down there.
In my basement. Embarrassing. Yeah, dude. I actually don't know how many tanks I have down here.
Serious. What?
Yeah, I think last time I counted, it was like 60.
Jesus.
Close to 60.
That takes up the whole basement, huh?
Man, it keeps me busy. No, half the basement. I built a wall so like it keeps the heat in on this side. I'm just heating this area, this whole half the basement. Then the other half is storage.
What's the channel name again? Is it just MASI?
Yeah, it's MASI, MASI, whichever you want to call it, and then it is -- Missouri Aquarium Society. So like if you type MASI or MASI, we call it MASI at the club.
Okay.
But I know you like to call it MASI.
I haven't been part of the club long enough. You guys haven't taught me.
Yeah, man.
MASI.
Now here you go. On live stream calling you out.
Right.
No,
I'm still gonna call it MASI.
But so like but I forget what I was saying, to be honest.
You were talking about, you said dash. If you put in, you type in MASI dash Missouri, because we're trying to get to the YouTube.
They're like, when I created the channel, right? When I created the channel, they're like, 30 other channels with the same name, MASI. So I created the Missouri Aquarium Society. So, but we're big enough that if you just scroll down typing MASI, you'll find us.
Okay, sounds good. And we got it up. Thanks, Aqua. Fish room looks a little MASI.
The fish room is incredibly messy, man. Very MASI.
So
yeah, it is. It's honestly just a basement fish room. It's part storage, part fish room. So there's just stuff everywhere, man.
What part of Missouri are you in?
I'm in downtown. Well, not like full downtown, but like I'm in St. Louis near Tower Grove Park.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Yeah. Okay. And then as far as tanks, what's the smallest tank you have down there?
Most of my tanks are 10s actually.
Okay.
I don't do a ton of big tanks. Just because if you're trying to breed fish, it's generally less efficient, space wise, to do bigger tanks versus 10s.
Okay.
But yeah, I think 10 is my smallest and my most common. I don't think I have any 5s running down here right now.
All right, that's what's up. Okay. And then fish that you keep, do you have any Missouri natives?
No, I don't, but I love to go collecting. My buddy Steve and I, we go out, and I've been trying to film. So like I'm kind of new to the YouTube thing also. I'm not really like a YouTuber.
Sure.
But I've been trying to film our trips, but I can't. We've gone like 3 trips. I filmed all 3, but I can't release anything because I did such a bad job capturing what we were actually doing. So like I can't put it out there. It was just like disjointed pictures of like, oh look, a fish, and like, oh by the way, we're at this place, and then the end. Okay, that was 2 minutes wasted everybody's time. But yeah, I'm still working on getting the YouTube thing down. I'm pretty decent live, but I'm not super good at remembering to take video of the moment.
Yeah, man. I had to realize that also, that
like
at any point you could get the camera. Yeah. So yeah, going from my first vid to like just sitting in front of the tank to actually kind of vlogging around, you'd be like, oh, if I didn't have my phone charged or camera together, it'd be like, oh my God, man, I can't believe I missed that. Or sometimes I turn it off right when something good happens. It's like, Crystals, Pets, and Plants, thanks for coming through. So what do you mostly keep? Or you just have different, do you have species tanks, or do you have some community joints going? I see those are angels behind you there.
Yeah, so like I've basically got severe ADHD in all aspects of my life, including fish keeping. And so I started out like my first ever Missouri Aquarium Society meeting was Mike Helwig talking about dwarf cichlids like Crebensis, Papistogramma, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Like I went in hard on that. Because I'd never seen a Crebensis before. Like I've been a fish keeper since I was a kid, but like I only ever really thought of the fish that you find in the pet stores, like Petco, PetSmart, Tropical World Pets if you're from St. Louis.
Right.
There's what's the one that's way up north?
North County?
Yeah.
Malawi
Aquatics, that's the one, yeah. That kind of stuff. Like I'd seen some of the African cichlids and I wasn't interested because like I just wasn't ever interested in having a big tank. And if I did have a big tank, I wanted to be full of little fish so that the tank looked even bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, but yeah, so I started out with dwarf cichlids. I'm starting to move on from them because they frustrate the crap out of me. They're just a lot of work. So like when you breed them, they're pretty easy to spawn, but taking care of the fry is like, it's twice a day. You got to be down here. You got to be feeding them. Otherwise they're not all going to make it, Parents might get hungry and go for a little midday snack on babies. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's labor intensive. And now that I got a kid of my own to take care of, I don't have the time to be taking care of 1 plus 300 fish babies. So
yeah, try having 4 more of those little guys.
This dude is literally me but older. Who's LC Aquatics?
LC, I'm trying to get him on next week. He's 16 and
Nice.
he thinks he knows more than everybody. He's so excited.
Oh, nice, man.
All
That's awesome.
mad stuff. I can't wait to get him up here. He's going to be talking crazy.
Yeah, he's literally half my age. How about that?
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh,
So what would be your easiest to keep? So you said the smaller cichas like the Apistos and the Crebensis, they're a little tougher.
Yeah.
But what is some that you don't?
Yeah, I really, dude, I haven't done anything to my my Neolamprologus multifasciatus, the shell dwellers, Lake Tanganyikan shell dwellers.
Mm-hmm.
I feed them, they make more. It's that easy.
Simple.
It's just once a day, come down here, crush up some flake food, toss it in, feed them baby Brian if I got some ready. And they just, you know, I think I started out with 6, and colony grows and grows and grows to the point that like it kind of gets oversaturated for their tank. And then as soon as I sell some off, they start they start spawning again. They kind of feel when it gets crowded.
Sure.
And so they stop spawning, which is interesting.
It's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty intuitive by them. Pretty cool. Honestly, they're one of my favorite fish to sit down and watch. I'm looking down here because they're sitting right next to me.
Sure.
They're on the floor over here.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's a pretty sweet little fish, man. And honestly, I thought guppies were going to be the easiest. Dude, guppies are a nightmare.
Hey, I'm so glad to hear you say that because I was sitting here feeling, and I've been talking to Jay. What's wrong with me, man? Like I can keep the heck out of Africans. I can kind of do a little beta action, but the guppies, bro, they just hate me or something. I don't know what it is. I have no idea I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know. I've been able to keep Rasporas, Harlequin, Brilliance. Never had them before. This is like my first community tank. Dojo Loach, Dwarf Frogs, everything. I put guppies in there. Nada.
Dude, I understand your problem, man. By the way, is my answer coming back like super delayed? Like, am I waiting like 4 seconds before I answer? Because I see your mouth start talking, and then the words come in like 3 seconds later.
I think it's on your end because when we were first looking at it, you were kind of like freezing a little bit. Then you switched to the other station, which was a lot better. But it's not totally. You're not totally off. You're not totally that off.
Okay, cool. But yeah, like my guppies, man. I swear, the only thing they eat is each other's babies.
Okay.
Like I know that they're I know because I see them get big and puffy, and they get the big boxy chests like they're about to get when they drop. And then I come back the next day, and they're all slim and fit and looking good, and no babies. I'm like,
everybody told
one
me
time I had I bought this pair of guppies, the blue topaz guppies, and they were like $40 a pair, like something crazy. And I come downstairs like, oh my God, they dropped, they spawn. Holy crap, this is amazing. There were like 20 of them. And Lauren's like, all right, my wife, Lauren, she's like, all right, hon, dinner's ready. I'm like, all right, I'll come and get them out after dinner. Gone. 30 minutes later, gone. All of them. I don't even know how you can eat that much. There's only 2 fish in that tank. Gone.
That's crazy.
I hate guppies, man. I breed them because they sell.
Right.
You know, but like, dude, they suck.
Now in the area, are you slanging to Tropical World mostly, or are you do personal?
I don't want to throw like tons of shade, but yeah. So I tried super hard to work with a bunch of local fish stores, but like, they got better things to do. Is basically what it comes down to. Getting them to respond to me is just really hard. And then getting them, you know, they're all interested, but like if you're not willing to give them to them for free, they're not that interested anymore. You know,
it's true.
And I cut them a big deal. I give them like half of my price, which and a lot of times I'll ask what their wholesale price is. And if it's decent, I'll match it. But most of the time, the wholesale price is like 30 cents per fish. I'm like, man, I worked super hard to make these fish. I can't give them away to you for 30 cents.
For sure.
So I offer them for like $3 a piece. And they're like, yeah, I'm not interested, because I get
Mm.
it, bottom line. But it stinks because like the fish that you get from a local breeder is healthier. It's adjusted to your water. It's not super stressed from coming in shipping. You're also
Yep.
having them pay your employees to go out to the airport to pick them up, not having them pay
Yep.
your employees to unbox. Like, I'm going to get them there. I'm going to get them to the right tank. I'm going to get them
And they're all
acclimated
going
for
to be
you.
alive. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
have to ship those
Yeah.
guys over, and who knows how many you have to, you know, how many die on the way over, and then you have to buy in bulk when you bring
Right.
them over there. But we're bringing them to you, and you're still on some, yeah, man. Yeah, right on.
It's the other, I mean, but like if they were going to go all local, they'd have to have like 30 different, you know, sources, like wholesalers, because
Sure.
I can't supply one store, you know, like I would have to sextuple the size of this fish room, and it's just not doable, you know?
Right. Right. So you do online, or you do private, or you have people call, or
Yeah. So we got the Missouri Aquarium Society. There's this app called Band, and we got a band page because you can't sell fish on Facebook anymore. And if you try to, Facebook might shut down the entire group, and that would really suck because Missouri Aquarium Society page has got like 5,000 members, and it would just take forever to get back there. And we might never recover from that. And like the American Killifish Association just had their page shut down. And that super sucks because they're like a legit organization that's doing like, they're doing good work keeping fish that are on the brink of extinction. They're keeping those alive, and their group just got shut down because someone was trying to sell fish.
And they have
we got the band page.
They have a meeting coming up. The AK was the AKA, right? Yeah.
The national convention. Yeah, the AKA.
Yeah.
AKA.org. You guys can get registered there if you guys like killifish, or if you don't and want to learn, come on down. It's gonna be good. I'll be down there.
And the ACA will be in July. If I'm not mistaken,
yeah, I think the AKA is June, ACA is July. Yeah.
Yeah, ACA is July. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll be down there for that. I definitely need to check out the cichlid stuff. That's gonna be, I'm gonna like that, and it'll be right after.
That's gonna be sweet, man. And
it'll be right after I come.
That cichlid crowd is much wilder than the. Yeah. Oh, you're doing Aquashella too?
Definitely.
Dude, I'm jealous.
You're not gonna go hit Orlando?
I would if I could, man. Got the baby though.
Hey, man, it comes first. Definitely comes first.
Yeah. And second and third and fourth and fifth, man. He takes up a lot of time.
Look.
Man.
I'm trying to tell you. Wait till you have. How many do I have? You have like 5. I got like 5 right now.
Bro, 1 is so many. I don't know. I'm terrified of having a second, to be honest, man.
You're still young yet. You got to get them in while you're young, man.
I guess.
So what's next for Jake Harris? What's the next thing you're gonna do?
The next big thing for me is I have a problem with overcommitting. You know, I'm a yes guy. Hey, that sounds fun. Yeah. You want to help out? Yeah. So the big thing for me is honestly, I've cut a lot of stuff out of my life to make room for the Missouri Aquarium Society. And what I found is being a leader's always kind of been part of my DNA. That's how the YouTube thing is. I just see something that needs to be done, I just do it usually. What I'm gonna end up doing is I think I'm gonna run for vice president for the Missouri Aquarium Society, which is huge shoes to fill because it's Gary Lang, and he's the one who's like, "Hey Jake, you should be the next vice president." I'm like, okay,
dude. Look, so I'm trying to tell you,
I'm gonna be.
Go
ahead.
Every time I see you, you're interviewing, some big wigs, and you're handling it. You know what I'm saying? The way that you conduct your interviews, I was like, dude, this dude's been here for a minute, but he like looks hella young than everybody. And then I see you at the
I have not
swap.
been
You
here for a
go,
minute. It's
you
like
go
literally 1
live.
minute.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm like, man, I know he's like big in this thing somewhere. I was like, I've got to get him on the live. And Micah says you have his vote.
Yeah, man. Love it. Hey, what's up, Micah? Good to see you in here, man. So yeah, that means that I'm going to be responsible for getting all the speakers in from Missouri Aquarium Society on top of doing the YouTube and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's nice because like the two jobs are kind of tied together.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
it's still gonna be a lot. Hey Biz, I'm gonna see if I can refresh this and maybe get this working better because the lag is kind of screwing up our conversation a little bit. So I'll be right back.
All right, for sure. Now y'all just got me. Hey man, that guy has he knows he's doing some stuff. He's doing some stuff. Hey, look, so everybody in the chat, man, again, thank you guys for coming up in here. We're gonna rock out. You already know what I'm gonna do. He's about to enter into it. Somebody say it for me. He's gotta catch it. You already know what it is. Someone say it for me. Aqua said we don't see a lag on this end, and we're back. We are bike.
All right, so far it looks much better. Your lips are doing what your mouth is doing, which is nice.
Okay, all right. Everybody was saying that they didn't see it on my end, so it was probably
it was just
thing.
me.
But
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got the ADD, ADHD, so that's probably what chlamydia. What are we talking about here?
Oh, that's Micah, man. I don't know. Dude's shady.
Jeffrey Watt said it. You're going to jump into this hotspot pretty soon. Pretty soon. It's going to come real quick. But before we do, what did you think about the swap and the auction in all seriousness? I mean,
yes, real talk. I'll give it to you straight.
Okay, I already know you will. So holla at me real quick. I'm going to grab something on the other side of the room, but
yeah,
talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah, so the swap was on Saturday. That was the first one, and the swap was amazing. I loved it. There was a ton of great people. I think we had 32 vendors there. Maybe not quite 30. I know we had 32 tables worth of stuff. I don't know if we had 32 vendors or not, but there was a lot of really cool fish there. A lot of really cool fish. And it was, the moment the doors opened, it was just like a flood. I think I did like 300 in sales in like the first hour. Like it was wild, man. And
what were you selling?
Oh man. Well, I came
better.
No one saw me, but I had 3 pairs of Epistos, which sold literally first second that I was open for business. They sold. And then I had a bunch of angelfish, some plecos, a couple of guppies that I was, strains that I've been wanting to get rid of for a little bit because F them guppies, man.
Yeah.
give me my tank space back, you useless. And so got rid of them, and it was kind of that, and just a bunch of stuff that I've been wanting to get rid of for a while.
Okay.
I keep a fish for about a year. And once I spawn it, I generally find that if I spawn it twice, that's kind of the golden ratio for like, because I ship, but I only really ship during the summer.
Okay.
And I find it to be a huge pain in the butt to advertise for the shipping. So like usually the shipping is just incidental. Someone's on Missouri Aquarium Society band page, sees my stuff and wants it, but they're like down south Missouri or out in Kansas or something. I don't advertise too much on like the things where I'm gonna have to ship cross country just because it's really a pain to have to keep track of. And I tried Aquabid, and like the ADHD, man, it's killer. I can't keep track of it all.
Okay.
So I think I got sidetracked there a little bit, but yeah. So the swap was amazing though, and ended up being a huge success. I think a lot of people got a lot of stuff. Oh my
Bring
gosh,
May
man.
flowers.
Stop. Stop it.
This the busy fish chat. It stay busy in here. Everybody go to LC Aquatics and check him out. Shameless plug.
Dude, F those guppies, man. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It was good just to see the people come back into the area.
It's so true. It was so good to see fish people again.
Yeah, yeah. And I missed the auction because I had to do daddy things. So I'm sure you understand that now. But
I do. I will say
yeah.
the auction, from a buyer's perspective, was incredible. They had all of the everyone basically brought their best because they haven't been able to go to an auction or anything for a year. So everyone's bringing their best, coolest stuff, but they're just, for some reason, we didn't get a ton of buyers in the door, so prices weren't super high.
Wow.
So I know, which is great for a buyer, but kind of for me being a seller.
Right.
Some of the big hit items still went up pretty high, like good quarries, and some of the rare plecos did well.
Okay.
But like some of the stuff that, like shrimp, last auction our last auction was our highest number of buyers and our highest price per lot ever. So it was great to be a seller in that one. And this one was definitely not quite the same. But I think it's just people just weren't sure about showing up to something like that. You know, and I get it.
I get it too. Yeah, I understand. In that tank you have back there with the angels, what plants do you have? Because that's the only reason I went to the swap. I was looking for plants and end up getting fish still. But
yeah, so I think you mentioned earlier that you had just chucked plants in there because you weren't sure what to do with them yet. Stuff that you got from the swap.
I do, but I just haven't been able to get them in. Oh, is that what you got going on?
That's what I got going on here, man. So the plants I got, this one here is, you know, your what's that called? Oh man, whatever. We'll come back to it. But I got like hydrocotyle japonica in there. There's a crinum, which is like the onion plant. It grows those really, really thin, wavy leaves that get like 2-3 feet long.
Okay.
There is a cryptocorin, a Pongigitifolia. I don't, man, I'm so bad with these names.
I got one of those
Ludwigia.
Too. I got some of that.
There's a lot of plastic plants in there too. So this is actually everything that's planted in the ground is actually artificial.
Is it a pothos plant? They're asking, is it a pothos?
Yes.
Pothos? Okay.
Thank you.
There it is. The busy chat be knowing, man. Look at this Anubis I got.
While you're going and getting that, Biz, there was this Anubias at the auction.
Look at this.
Dude, that's good. But dude, this Anubias at the auction, I'm not kidding you.
Hey, first of all, amazed at my Anubis. Don't just say, yeah, that's good, and then but
it was this big.
Damn.
It was this big. It was insane. It sold for $50. $50. I'd never seen an Anubias like it before. It wasn't just like tall and stringy. It was like densely packed leaves.
No, that's nuts. It was that big, seriously?
That big. The rhizome, here, I'll grab this thing again. The rhizome was down here, and it was this long. And the plant was this tall. It was like a foot and a half tall and just thick, packed leaves. It was unbelievable.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
I can't imagine how long that thing took to grow that big.
Seriously. I've got some corkscrew val. I got a lot of Java fern. I got some Luidia.
Nice.
I got some octopus plant. I got phoenix moss.
Oh, that's good stuff. Oh.
Riccia, R-I-C-C-I-A.
Riccia.
Riccia kind of sits at the top.
Biz, I gotta warn you about that, man. That stuff's as bad as duckweed.
Is
once you get it doesn't go away.
You know who gave that to me? I think Steve gave that to me because I had.
Did he wink when he gave it to you?
Java for he was like, here, all this does is just sits on top. You know what? I don't know if Steve would have did that to me. He may have though.
Nah, Steve's a good guy.
Yeah, no, Steve's cool, man. I like that. yeah, so it just a bunch of stuff that I really just can't wait to get into. Can't wait to get into. So, man, that's cool. And it was great. It was great to kind of get out there and check that out, man. Check that.
Yeah, it was seriously refreshing, although seriously exhausting at the same time. Because like
Yeah.
when I'm busy all day long. The only time I had to catch fish was like after everyone was asleep, and so I was up till 2 a.m. each day catching fish, getting them ready for the event. You know, your chat's mean to you.
It's just fish dropping. He's on one tonight.
Oh my gosh, man.
I love weeds. Octopus plants. Don't you need CO2 for the octopus plant? I don't know, Larry. I'm just putting it in the
octopus plant
water.
is pretty easy. You don't have to have the CO2, but it will go bananas if you have CO2 in there.
Well, look, I'm just starting with that. So, well, folks, we've waited long enough. It's time to. We've already picked his brain. We know
Is
that
it
he knows
heating up?
stuff about fish. It's
All
trying
right.
to get him into the hot spot. That's right, Jake. Get your stuff together. Get your stuff together, Jake.
Oh,
Welcome
yeah.
to the hot spot.
Love it, man. Love it.
The Biz and Jake Harris. It's going to be a crazy one. A lot of live streams on the tube, but this is going to be your favorite one.
All right.
And I'm not going to play with them. Let's go. All right. The first category that you just sunk yourself into, and we're going to switch it up tonight, is we're going to throw, well, no, we're not going to switch it up. We're going to throw you into your faves. All right. So these are your faves. All right. Anything that's your fave, boom, answer the question. You ready?
Yeah.
Your favorite tank size?
40 breeder.
40 breeder?
Yeah, that's what this guy is. It's
Okay.
just a great tank for aquascaping and for breeding as well.
Yes, I agree. Favorite fish?
Ooh. I got to go with the goat, Cardinal Tetra.
Very nice. Okay. Favorite substrate?
Whatever's cheap.
What would that be? Normally.
I like pool filter sand is cheap, looks good. Play sand, cheap, looks good. Pea gravel, cheap, looks good.
Okay. All right. I have play sand in there, but I was told to kind of throw pool filter sand in there for a better mix for the plants if I'm gonna do my discuses in there. So
I've heard people say that, but the thing is with sand and plants, people say that like it chokes out the roots, but like my theory is that it's not because like it's that the nutrients doesn't penetrate in the sand like all of your loam and stuff. It's just going to sit on top of the sand. So it's not that it's choking the roots out because it's so dense. It's that there's no nutrients down at the plant's roots for it to drink up. But if you have larger gravel, all that fish crap and extra food kind of settles down in between the rocks.
Sure.
And the plants are able to eat up that nutrients like that. That's my theory. I wouldn't write a scientific paper on that if I were you, but
sounds good. I'm with it. All right. Favorite filtration?
Whatever's cheap. I got 60 tanks, man. Come on, you know that. So I do all sponge filters on every tank except for 2, and that's just because they're a little bit out of the way of the sponge filtration loop.
Okay. All right. You've got a crazy loop of whatever you got going on in there.
Yeah. So like my aeration line runs this way. Here, comes back in like a figure 8, goes back over that way, hits all those tanks back over there, and you guys can kind of see all those tanks back there.
Jesus.
And my child's car seat and my chop saw from work.
Sure. Monica Lynn, thank you.
It's a basement and a fish room.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean, thank you. And Just Shrimp Granny, thank you. It's good seeing you. I miss Just Shrimp Granny. All right. What is your favorite bottom dwelling fish?
Whatever's cheap. No, I'm kidding. No, man. That's actually a good question. I really like Coriodoros. I love the fancy plecos, the L numbers. I've got some like L262s, some L411s, some 399s, some of the 397s. I got some really, really cool plecos, and some really cool. I've got the Coriodoros Equus, orange laser cories. I just got at the auction yesterday. But I would say my favorite one right now.
Were those the ones that they were giving away one bag for two? Or
no, I don't think so. If I had known that was going on, I would have snatched those up.
I told you that when I hijacked your live.
Yeah, you did, but I couldn't get over there in time. But so my favorite right now is my my Stiphodon gobies. I got some neon blue gobies that are pretty cool. They're little fish about that big, and they're kind of an algae eating scavenger, and they're really neat. It's something you don't see every day in the fish store.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. What's your favorite place to buy fish? Whatever's cheap.
But actually,
you're a cheap bastard. I got it.
It's true, man. It's true. I mean, like there's no bells and whistles down here. You can see, like this giant orange pumpkin looking thing. This is I took a Home Depot bucket, took a steak knife to it, and made a brine shrimp hatchery. Like,
that's how you do it.
But seriously, I really like buying from other hobbyists. 100%. I avoid buying from fish stores at all costs. Not that I don't want to support them. I'll go and buy food and other supplies from them. Sure. But I don't want those diseases that those fish bring in. Because it gets in one of my tanks and then it spreads to another and another and another. And
look, I made it over to Steve Coxton's house for him to purchase some plants after I met and talked to him.
Did you get to see his stuff?
Got some. I didn't, I have to bring my vaccination card and a mask and a face shield for his wife to let me in. But
his wife is like that.
Once she does, he said I can get the tour, man, and see some of the stuff that he's got going on. So ask him if he's trying to breed blue. Are you trying to breed blue koi angelfish? If so, what did they come out looking like? Because he's Aquafunk is the angelfish guy. If you haven't seen his channel.
Nice.
I
need to talk to you because I'm new to angels, and my koi, the two big ones over here, they've paired up and they've spawned for me a couple times, but they haven't fertilized their eggs at all. So the eggs just turn white and fungus, and then they eat them up shortly after they all get fungused over. So I've had no luck yet. I don't know if it's the male doesn't know what's going on and can't figure out how to fertilize the eggs, or if it's that there's just some sort of genetic incompatibility. Maybe they're too inbred, because they're like super high coverage koi. So I know that they got some inbreeding going on. But I haven't gotten the blues aren't quite adults yet. I'd say they're still subadults. There's a couple of these black ones, the Pinoys. These are Pinoi paraiba. They're getting pretty close. This is a leopard right here who's getting close to breeding size. But no luck so far on the angels.
So you have some inbred mongrel koi in there, huh?
Yeah. I guess, I don't know, because their eggs haven't been fertile so far. And I've had the same problem with my Pistogramma cockatoides. People line breed them super, super hard to the point where, unless you're getting one fish from someone and one fish from a guy who's not related at all, they're getting kind of inbred.
Angelfish shooting blanks, says Jeffrey. Jay Watts.
I mean, honestly though, I don't know what else it would be. But hopefully it's just that the male's inexperienced. Don't know how to.
Maybe you just need to turn down the light, grab a little Cardi B. The song is called Up and It's Stuck. Maybe that'll work.
Oh, I thought you were going to choose a different Cardi B song.
It's up and it's up and it's up and it's stuck. Maybe he needs to listen to that.
All right, I'll take that under advisement. You hear that, guys?
It'll work, man. Might work. All right, back into the spot. Yeah. All right, let's go into your favorite sport.
That's embarrassing. I like old people sports. Pickleball is my favorite sport right now.
Pickleball.
I know, right? Now, this is sport to play. Sport to watch. I still like football. Like, I strongly dislike the NFL, but I've had a fantasy football league going with my buddies for like, forever, like 15 years now. So I still like it. But pickleball, it's like, it's kind of like ping pong meets tennis meets wiffle ball, because you use a wiffle ball instead of like a tennis ball. But
What do you hit it with? A bat or a racket?
yeah, it's a paddle, like an oversized ping pong paddle is what it looks like.
Okay.
So it's a lot of
Where
fun.
do they
And
play
it's,
this at?
they got courts at Tower Grove, Carondelet Park. They've got, if you are familiar with the Veta Sports Club, they have pickleball courts over at Veta.
I did arena football in Veta.
Yep. Yeah, so like down in their south location out at St. Charles, they've got the racket sports out there. So they've got a couple pickleball courts they do stuff on for
Now,
that.
are you hitting it over a net like tennis, or is it 2 players, 4 players can play?
Yeah, it's mostly 4-player. I don't know how interested your people will be talking about pickleball. I don't know how long I want to go on for, but in summary, to me it's like perfectly designed rules, because I can go out there and I can compete with women, with people who are I play with guys who are 70 years old, and they're playing at the same level that I am, because while being young and explosive and athletic helps, it's by far not even close to being everything. It's a game of control. It's a game of strategy. And I'm looking forward to being able to play it late in my late years too.
The same abilities as 70-year-olds when you play this game. You're all on even playing ground.
Yeah. Like, there's obviously some 70-year-olds who really suck, but there's some 70-year-olds who are really freaking good, who've been playing it a long time and they know what they're doing. And
which means you suck.
Yeah, so I've been playing it like 6 months. But like these old guys, they move you around the court. They put you where they want you to go. They'll hit the ball over where they want you to go, force you into a bad shot, and then put it away, man. Yep.
Interesting. I would like to check that out just to see it.
Yeah, man. Text me sometime. It's a good time.
And yeah, let me know. I know where Veta is. I'll come out there. That'll be cool. Just to check it out.
Hey, Sean.
So,
too. What's up, Sean? Sean is on my channel all the time.
Sean, what's cracking? So what's your favorite position in that sport, I guess?
There's only one position.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so like my favorite play, I'll say my favorite place to be is as close to the net as possible, because I like to attack every chance I get. I'm an aggressive player.
Okay.
But I got my first tournament coming up at the end of the month. I'm super stoked.
Let me know. I'll check it out.
Dude, there's going to be 800 people at this tournament.
Never mind. I'll stay home. Is it on TV?
Never mind. Forget it. No, they're going to be like staggered out throughout the weekend. So it's not going to be 800 people in one spot.
Okay.
But yeah, there's like, they've got the
here
in
Veta, 800 people?
No. They're doing it at Forest Park. I think Veta's helping run it, but they're doing it out of Forest Park.
That actually might be pretty fun. If you can dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
You can dodge a pickleball. Yeah, man.
Dip, dodge, dive, and dodge.
Now, I will say,
dodgeball.
if you do get hit by that pickleball, it can sting, man. It hurts, especially like on the fingers and stuff.
Wiffle ball?
I mean, when it's coming 70 miles an hour, yeah.
I guess so. It's like a field hockey ball.
Not quite that bad.
Yeah, that looks like it, All right. So real aggressive in your favorite position, doing your favorite sport. Your favorite genre of music?
Oh, that's a tough question. I have got really terrible taste in music. I know this. I'm not delusional. So I would say, I mean, as long as it's good, I'll listen to it. But I really like kind of Contemporary folk is a favorite of mine.
What is that like? Dixieland, Mama's Family music? I don't know what that.
I have no idea what that is. It's stuff like
why does your favorite genre of music has 4-letter words? Like,
dude, yeah, good point. So like, I'm just saying some of my favorite bands. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. I like U2, Jack Johnson. I like T.I. Love T.I. I mean, I'm all over
the rapper.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
because
like,
went from U2 to I'm with you.
Yeah. So I mean, as long as it's good, I like it.
It's one of my favorite rappers too, though. Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. Sounds good. Favorite TV show?
Parks and Rec. It's the best comedy ever made. What's yours?
Like Office?
I like Office, but I like the Parks and Rec isn't painful humor. And so like it's optimistic humor. So I feel like when you binge watch it, you feel good, but when you binge watch Office, you just cringe a bunch.
What about
I will say this. The Office has by far the funniest episode ever released on television. The fire drill episode. It's the best episode ever released on television.
I'm also partial to Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Seinfeld, you're showing your age, man.
I'm old. That stuff is still funny right now.
Yeah, Seinfeld's good, but I never really watched it much.
What about Arrested Development?
I watched it. I enjoyed it, but it's just like, to me, Parks and Rec is just orders of magnitude better. I don't know.
I'll have to check out Parks and Rec. I watched maybe a few episodes and didn't really get into the nitty gritty of it.
For anyone who's thinking about watching Parks and Rec, on my recommendation, I think right now it's only available on like Peacock, which is the
NBC.
Yeah, it's NBC. Season 1 is rough because they were trying real hard to be The Office. And right, like towards the end of season 1, early season 2, they've kind of figured out what the show is supposed to be. And then it just gets really, really, from season 2 on, it's just amazing. But season 1 is like notoriously bad for Parks and Rec.
Okay.
How Swanson would feel about fish keeping.
Yes, Patty.
Yeah, dude. Ron Swanson, I feel like, would say, why do you keep nature in your basement? Just go outside.
Wonder Years.
Sure Swanson. Wonder Years.
What I do if I sang out of tune? That's old right here.
Yeah, it is. I was on Nick at Night when I was a kid.
Fred Savage was a savage in Wonder Years. Oh my God. Alf. We brought up Alf.
That's another Nick at Night show. Man, you got all the old people in here, Biz.
They're younger than some of the old guys you have.
That's true. The average age of a Missouri Aquarium Society member is about 70. Confirm. We are an old group, man. And you know
Rocco was cracking.
My favorite sport is played by 7-year-olds. Maybe there's something with me in 7-year-olds. I don't know, man. Maybe it says something about me. I hang out with 7-year-olds a bunch.
You like cougar men. Oh, sorry. Bad joke. All right. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Ice cream flavor? Mint chip. Come on.
Mint chip? Okay.
Classic.
Very good.
Classic.
All right. Favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I mean, if it's mint chip ice cream, you know what it is for Girl Scout cookie. Thin mints, bro.
Thin mint? Is that what it is? Okay. All right. What's your favorite? Do you like York peppermint patty over Andes or?
Yes, peppermint patty over Andes. The texture's nice.
Okay. Okay. Is there any
Andes
other?
is good too. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm thinking of other mint stuff. There's like the little junior mints that you get at the movie theater. Those are mediocre. You always
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah,
It's hard to get them out of the box, and they're always half crushed and melted. And,
it's true. It's true. Okay. All right. Favorite restaurant?
man, I haven't been to a restaurant in so long. I really like La Vallasana down on Cherokee Street. It's cheap. Hey, you know me. It's good.
It for you, right?
Yeah, I mean it's authentic Mexican. You know, it's hard to beat that.
Okay. I am a El Maguey type of guy when it comes to authentic.
I gotta say, El Maguey is not Authentico.
Okay, you're probably right. You're probably
Now,
right.
where you live at, Biz? What
I'm
portion
in
of Louis you
Florissant.
Okay, so the Cherokee Street's quite a hike for you then.
Yeah, but I've been down there before. Especially when they have their what's the little thing they have annually?
Cinco de Mayo is coming up.
Oh well, yeah, that's that.
They got a big thing. They got a big street party they do for that.
Yeah, I'll be down there for that. Yeah, there's a pizza place down there off Cherokee that's off the chain.
I'm gluten intolerant, so I don't get around to a lot of pizza places, sadly.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of sucks.
Right. Well, what is your favorite food? That's the next question anyway.
Pizza. I really like pizza. I really like Mexican. They got gluten-free pizzas. But it's just that there's only a couple of places in St. Louis that sell like decent ones.
Were those Shoney's? That's I'm sorry.
Shoney's.
I was reading the chat. Remember Shoney's? We had Shoney's.
I've been in Shoney's a couple times. But yeah, I'd say my favorite. I really like the Pie Pizzeria. It's super good. It's kind of expensive though.
Who is?
Pie Pizzeria. P-I.
Oh, Pie. Yeah, down there in Central West End. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They got one on the Loop as well, I think.
They make the pizza deep dish with the sauce on the top though, don't they?
I think they.
Or you can get it like that.
I mean, they don't do a gluten-free deep dish. I know that much. Okay. Most gluten-free is like the thin crust type of stuff.
Yeah, sure. You don't do emos then?
I used to destroy emos before I figured out that I was gluten intolerant. But they don't do gluten-free anything. But emos was my stuff, man.
Dude, if you guys aren't from St. Louis, you guys, when you get here, you got to go get an emos. I
don't know. I feel like you're actually everyone not from St. Louis thinks it's the grossest thing.
I know. I can't. You know what? That's so wild to me.
Disrespectful, man. It's disrespectful.
That's messed up. Hey, man, you got your pizza on a cracker. Like, dude, man, don't you disrespect emos? I mean, hell, they charge you $3 for every topping you put on. Do pineapples belong on pizza?
Yes.
Sweet.
Unequivocally, yes.
There it is, you guys. The Hawaiian pizza still stands. Every guest I ask, hell no. Yes.
Yep. Where are you at on pineapple, Biz?
I'm with it. Oh yeah. I'll do a ham and pineapple pizza. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Take that savory with the sweet. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Italian. Hell no. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Cereal. I hate doing dishes, man. I hate doing dishes.
There's no way you're this cheap and lazy. Like, you run a 40 tank setup downstairs. That's probably why you don't want to do dishes.
Yeah, I mean, I like cooking Mexican food.
Yes,
but yeah, anything in a crock pot. I love cooking in a crock pot too because it's one dish to clean. I'm all about that.
True. Okay, I'm with it.
Me and Jake.
Favorite seafood?
Oh man, French fries.
Seafood.
Yeah, I know. I'm not into seafood.
You don't do it at all.
No. Shrimp are okay. If you were like to sit down and force me to eat fish, it would have to be tilapia. Just because it doesn't taste super fishy.
Okay. All right.
I like fish tacos. I'll eat fish tacos if they're good.
Bar Louie had some
The thing,
good blackened fish tacos before.
like the thing about fish though, Biz, is like it's one of the only foods that's no good if it tastes like what it is. When you have bad fish, you're like, oh, this is really fishy. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't that mean you just shouldn't be eating fish?
Yeah.
Like, just have a chicken. No one complains. I mean, this chicken's too chickeny. Like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't you say an adverse word about chicken, please. Thank you.
No, come on now. Like I said, no one complains
Priscilla.
about chicken being chickeny.
Yeah. That is true. Hey, this hamburger is too burger-y.
Yeah, like no. Although you every now and then you get the hamburger and like, wow, this tastes like a cow. This tastes like how a cow smells. You never had that? You get like the really cheap beef from like Aldi or something like that, like the 73% like super fatty stuff, and it just doesn't taste good. Kind of.
You know what? I bought a Vandy Camp something out of Aldi one time, and I never bought food out of Aldi again. It was so bad. I think I threw up. It was all bad.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was really bad. So, and then they said, Aldi's really changed because Trader Joe's is really an Aldi chain and all this and the other. Well, go to Trader Joe's then.
Yeah, I feel you, man. And we shop at Aldi all the time, my wife and I, because the price.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, the prices. Yeah, you can't beat it. And they've really stepped their game up.
It's true. It's true. But they just recently changed a bunch of their recipes on their gluten-free stuff, and now it's not so good.
Gotcha.
So,
when you do eat gluten-free pizza, what's your favorite top?
Pineapple, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite vacation spot?
Ooh, that's super legit. I've been a lot of places. I really liked. Okay, I feel kind of like a douche saying this on your stream, but I've been to Europe twice now, and I really, really liked Italy. It was really cool. Scotland was amazing. We did like a 2-week trip. So my buddy was getting married, and he's from Belgium, and he invited us to the wedding, and we're like, oh, well, I guess we got to go. So we turned it into like a kind of a whole tour trip thing. And we did like UK, Belgium, Paris. Paris was kind of incredible actually too. And that I was really exhausted at that point in the trip. Really just wanted to go home. And was really like, all right, Paris. I've seen it like a million. It's in every movie. Everyone's like, oh, Paris. Like, it's actually really cool. It's actually a really pretty city. And the Eiffel Tower, seeing it in person is actually kind of special. You don't realize till you're standing under it. They're like, wow, this is actually really neat.
I've seen it in Vegas. Looks nice.
But yeah, that was like one of my favorite trips of all time. My wife and I just going solo. It's a special memory in my heart. But in the States, I got to say, I love Monterey. The Monterey Bay Aquarium is incredible. There's just it's just a chill city. It's down on the shore. Wake up, see the sea otters every day. It was great. That was our honeymoon. It was Monterey.
Outstanding. So, favorite vacation spot?
I gotta say California, Europe. Those are two of my favorites.
Okay, very nice. Favorite game system?
Computer. Unless you want to throw it back, N64, bro. Super Smash Brothers, the original.
Awesome. That huge
one of the greatest
controller
games
with the joystick in the middle. That was so much fun. So much fun. Character.
Yeah, I would say my first big online game was Halo 2. That was like the one that I really started like doing online gaming. But I do all my gaming on my computer now because I can't afford to spend $500 on the thing, plus $60 a game, plus a subscription fee to get to use the internet that I'm already paying to use. That
it makes sense. No, when you say,
and then you gotta. And the real reason I don't game on console anymore is because ever since they started doing HD TVs, there's like this 2-millisecond lag from when you flick the joystick to when you're like the crosshairs on your gun actually look to the left. and it drives
You
me
can't do it.
bananas. I can't
You're
handle
ADD.
it.
You can't do it.
Can't handle
You can't
it.
do it. Favorite character on Super Smash Brothers? Who do you play with? Back in
OG?
64 days. Because
No
I had
one
it on
knows.
GameCube also.
I don't know if I want to say because no one knows, but Donkey Kong is secret OP, man.
Really?
He's broken. Yeah. Because in the original Smash Brothers, like the most powerful thing you can do is the grab. Is just because it's like the blink of an eye. It cuts through every attack. No matter what they're about to hit you with, you snatch them. And then everyone thinks Donkey Kong's forward throw is what makes him good. It doesn't send him anywhere. The backwards throw is where it's at. So you grab him, throw him back over you off the ledge. And Donkey Kong's got two of the best ledge camping moves in the game. He's got his forward spike and a down spike where he just stomps down with his two legs and keeps him from getting back.
It's pretty good. I've rocked out with Link and Kirby.
Kirby is by far the most broken character in that game, dude.
Kirby, you can spam
Kirby's
and kick a whole bunch of butt, man.
But I like Donkey Kong the most.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Kirby's broken because you get him off the edge, you hit him with the drill kick, then he can just float for days all the way back up to the ledge. Yeah. Yep. He's a jerk, man.
Favorite shoe ever?
You know the answer, man. Whatever's cheap.
I'm up for it.
Whatever's cheap. But like, honestly, it's just I'm so much of a comfort over fashion, fashion over function over fashion. Like the shoes I wear to work, I'm a contractor. It's like I'm hard on my clothes. Like these are covered in paint. Like they're nasty. So like that's what I'm wearing right now. It's just I don't buy nice shoes because I just tear them up. So I get like one pair of nice shoes, and eventually they get worn down to the point where they become my work shoes, and then I just move on again. Gotcha. But I just go to the shoe store, try a bunch of shoes that look okay, and then whatever ends up being the most comfortable, I'll go with. I like my Kyries quite a bit. I pick up all my Kyries.
Very nice. Okay. So. All right. Jordan 11s will always be Jeffrey Watts' answer. That's my favorite Jordan also. That's my classic. I love it. Whatever color, I love it. I just was wearing them. I think I wore them I wore them today.
You wear the Jordans? Wow. Okay. Most people just hang them on the wall, man.
Well, I do have the newer ones that came out, the Jubilees. They're still in the box since Christmas, so I still do have those. I haven't worn them at all.
Are you planning on it? You gonna keep them fresh?
I probably just keep them in the box.
Nice.
Caleb Pittman was at the.
Hey, what's up, Caleb?
Was at the MASI. What's cracking, Caleb? Thank you for coming through. I bought like
man,
$10 or $20 worth of plants. Most of those plants in there are his.
Yeah, I got nice one of his plants I still have it in the bag. I haven't taken it out yet.
Very nice stuff. Everybody say what's up to Caleb for me. That's very nice stuff. Aqua Designs, thank you for coming in here.
This right here is Caleb's plant.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it out of the bag. I'm thinking about it right now.
I got the
live
nice
unboxing. Look at this, Biz. You got a live unboxing.
Right.
Look at this.
Oh,
nice
crap. I did not realize this was his card behind here. And
it is. I didn't know
this is the one you said you guys right here. The crypto starts with an A, ends with an A.
That's the one. Yeah. Crypt starts with an A, ends with an A. That's the one.
We're Plant Eskimo brothers.
You are ridiculous, man.
All right, let's finish this hot spot out. Let's go. Favorite cereal?
Granola.
Okay. They had a granola cereal. It was called, was it Grape Nuts? No.
Oh, Grape Nuts is garbage, man. If you like eating gravel, you'll love Grape Nuts.
Favorite Ninja Turtle?
Leonardo. Blue.
There it is. And favorite Scrooge's nephew?
Favorite what?
Uncle Scrooge. His favorite nephew. Huey, Dewey, or Louie?
I don't know.
No,
they're all the same, man. They're all the same. They're just all
I mean,
ducks.
if you like Leonardo because he's blue, then you'll like Dewey because he's blue.
Well, there you go. We'll go Dewey. Yeah, I wasn't a huge Scrooge McDuck guy. I was more of a Nickelodeon than Disney Channel guy.
Okay. All right. All right. I can deal with that. Favorite superhero?
Oof. I feel like I resonate with Hulk. Just a skinny dude with a lot of anger problems.
Okay. All right. I can deal with that too.
Although I like Spider-Man a lot too. That's dope.
Thank you, Dobek. Aqua Designs. Supervillain. Favorite supervillain?
Oh man. The thing is, I hate the Joker as a villain, like from the cartoons and all. I just thought it was super lame. But Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker, like, it's by far Heath Ledger's Joker is by far my favorite supervillain of all time.
I'm still partial to Jack Nicholson, but again, I'm old.
Thanos, yeah, dude, Thanos. I gotta agree. Thanos is definitely number 2.
Got his butt kicked by Captain Marvel. She just flat out choked him out.
And Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she beat him down too. And Thor cut his whole head off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What made Thanos cool though was I felt like his conviction in his character. It was cool. He was like a bad guy who were like, like, I get it. I get why you're doing what you're doing, but like, maybe don't do that.
Right. Favorite cartoon ever?
Oh man, I don't know if I have a hot seat style answer for you on that one. I'm going through. There's so many good cartoons, dude. If I had to pick just one, I'm probably leaning towards Dragon Ball Z or Avatar: Last Airbender.
That Last Airbender is something else, but Dragon Ball Z has so many seasons of filming. And
although my favorite anime has been One Punch Man. That show's hilarious.
I've seen it. Oh god, I like watching death battles when they put, your 2 favorite people against each other.
Yeah. You see One Punch Man versus Goku then?
Yeah, they had One Punch Man versus the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
I was like, jeez, that was nuts. I love Batman animated series. When it came on TV, it was off the chain.
Yeah.
Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, Finding Nemo. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think when I was in middle school, or maybe I think it was high school. I think I came home and watched it every day and just had it on in the background doing what I was doing for like 200 days straight. Like literally, I've seen that movie so many times.
Okay. Favorite Harley Quinn outfit? Oh no. Favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday?
Yeah.
Thanks for saving me on that last one, man. I gotta say, favorite holiday. Christmas is cool, but Thanksgiving is awesome. I like Thanksgiving a lot because it's before the seasonal depression is fully set in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you've got, I don't know. I think it's underrated. The food, the family, the togetherness.
Okay.
If you've got a good family, it's a fun holiday. But if your family kind of sucks, I get that it's like not the best.
Right.
I got pretty lucky in the family category though. So.
Yeah, I'm good on the family too. We're great. Falcon and Winter Soldier is awesome so far. I'm almost done. I haven't seen the new Mighty Ducks. Is that on Netflix? Toy Soldiers was a great movie.
Mighty Ducks is on Disney Plus as well.
Oh, is it Disney Plus? Okay.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks is it's kind of fun.
Is it the cartoon or the little kid skating again with Emilio Estevez?
Little kid skating again with Emilio Estevez.
Okay.
Although
I did have the Mighty Ducks starter jacket in 8th grade though, off the chain. Loved it. Loved that,
man.
That hockey mask.
Dude, I bet you were the talk of the town in that thing, man.
I'm something special.
Mm-hmm. Whack, baby. Woo.
Oh, favorite fast food chain.
Ooh, that's tough because I'm gluten free. My so like McAllister's is nice. I know Chick-fil-A is a little controversial, but they accommodate the gluten free, which is cool. And then the other one that does a good job on the gluten free is Culver's.
Okay. I didn't know
So
that, but yeah, Culver's is nice. It
yeah,
stays packed. God, that
it's true.
Chick-fil-A stays packed. That's how you know it's good, I guess, because oh my God, it's murder going through those lines.
I will
Chick-fil-A
say
has
Chick-fil-A
found a
moves
secret.
fast.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yes.
Chick-fil-A has found a secret. I don't mind, especially if it's up here by the
Yep.
promenade. That thing could be all the way back down to the Petco, and you will still get your food in a timely fashion.
Yeah, in like 10 minutes. It's wild. Like
Yeah.
if it's crazy long, it's like going out the parking lot, 10 minutes. You know, if you're pulling up and it's like 5 cars deep, it's like 3 minutes. It's unbelievable.
Mm. Yeah. Favorite Hollywood crush.
Hollywood crush?
Mhm.
Man,
Actor, actress.
I had a huge crush on Natalie Portman when I was a kid. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say the other one, Lily James, is another one that I kind of have a crush on. My wife is okay with me having a crush on Lily James. She
Okay.
does. She's in a couple of. She plays the new live action Cinderella. But she's in a couple other things as well. My headphones are about to die here.
Oh. Favorite wrestler.
Favorite wrestler? Undertaker.
Is he?
He was back when I was a kid, but nowadays it's got to
Oh,
be
that
The
was
Rock.
back when he still had the coffin, probably, and the pallbearer bringing him out.
Oh
When
yeah.
words, it was just straight up murder. I was like, dude, who is this cat?
Yeah, Undertaker was my favorite as a kid, and then when I got a bit older, I figured out how awesome Steve Austin was and how awesome The Rock was, and I went back and watched some of their old vintage stuff, and
Rock
they
is
were,
my favorite.
yeah, dude, Rocky, come on, he literally was like the highest paid actor in Hollywood because of how good he was on the microphone at wrestling. Like he was that good.
He was awesome, man.
Yeah.
He came to St. Louis, and it was
When did he come to St. Louis?
huh?
When did he come to St. Louis?
I don't know. You were probably in diapers. I don't know. But it was,
I like
it was
Randy Kylo. I like RKO too because he's from St. Louis. I think that's kind of cool.
okay. Okay. Yeah. And he hit you with the finally the Rock
Yes.
has come back to St. Louis.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
It's so good.
yeah. Bloodsport. Oh my God. Awesome movie. Love it. Fish Tropic be on the old school stuff, man. It'll be off the chain. Favorite dessert.
I like cookies a lot.
Thin
Put a
Mints.
good cookie in front of me, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I think in my opinion, the best cookie is better than the best cake.
I
And if
agree.
you can think about the best cookie you've ever had, it's just got a higher ceiling than cake does.
I would agree.
Pie is
I
a
would
close
agree.
second to cookies. I like pie a lot. I think the best pie you could ever have is better than the best cake you could ever have as well.
It's true. I'm not a cake person.
Yeah, me neither.
Pie, I can do pie. I'm a good pecan pie, sweet potato pie.
Oh, you know what? It just hit me. Tiramisu. Tiramisu. That's my favorite, man.
I always order it. If it's on the menu at a nice restaurant, I end up getting it
Yep.
and get it home. Yeah, tiramisu. I do like a good tiramisu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You've just advanced.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
You're now into the rapid fire inferno questions.
All right.
These are real quick questions. It's just one or the other. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get it. Credit or cash?
Cash. I don't have a credit card.
Okay, taco or burger?
Taco. More
Weekday.
versatile. Sorry, I missed you. What did you say?
You said taco over burger, correct?
Oh, hang on. My headphones just died. What'd you say?
You said taco over burger, correct?
Yeah, yeah. It's more versatile.
Right. Okay. Truck or SUV?
Truck.
Half full or fill it up?
I let it go past E, bro.
I was wondering when somebody would. I know I do.
Yep.
Morning or night?
Night.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Wars. Although I
Voltron.
know Star Wars kind of sucks. I'm not delusional.
You said what now?
It's not that Star Trek isn't awesome, and I know Star Wars kind of sucks. It's just I haven't invested in Star Trek. It's by the time I figured out it was like so much to catch up on.
Are you talking? You're saying that Star Wars sucks?
Like if you look at the body of work, there's been 9 Star Wars movies. Like 2 of them are pretty good. Like I love the universe.
Did you like The Mandalorian at all?
It's good. The Mandalorian's okay, but like the thing is, season 1 actually wasn't that good. Like it was just kind of like Scooby-Doo in space. I mean, like they chase each other around and they get back on the ship at the end of the episode. Like they all jump back in the mystery van and off they go. You know, I mean, the thing is, the reason The Mandalorian was so awesome is because it was like the first Star Wars thing that was halfway decent. And that's all it really was halfway decent. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Wars, but it was just halfway decent. Season 2 was good. Better than season 1.
I like, man, The Mandalorian was kicking all butt. He said he's kind of right, but still, I kind of almost am. Clone Wars was awesome. What did he say?
I love Star Wars, man.
Jake needs to go sit in a corner. They're putting you in time.
Look, man, I'm a truther, okay? You can't silence this.
He isn't my brother anymore. LC has now disowned.
Yeah, man. I get it. I love Star Wars. I watch everything they produce, but I know what it. You know, it's not exactly. They're like you compare it to the Marvel movies, and they're just not there.
Okay, that's his opinion, you guys. Reality TV or sitcom?
Oof, neither.
Where will you lie on the TV spectrum?
I guess maybe sitcom, but like there hasn't been a ton of sitcoms that I like. Parks and Rec, like I'm watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend now. It's like the closest thing to a sitcom.
Isn't that a movie with Matthew McConaughey?
No. It's
no, that's Ghost of Girlfriend Past. My super ex-girlfriend, is that what you said?
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh, okay. It's a series?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the next question coming up. Movie or good series? Good movie or good series?
Good series.
Okay. Brains or body?
You know, I feel like I'm getting to that point. It's like it's brains, man. Body's cool and all, but like I have.
What are you? You're 30?
32. I haven't been married 7 years because she's hot. I've been married 7 years because she's hot and she's fun to talk to. You know, like
true.
If she didn't have the brain, like who cares?
All right.
So like I feel like if she wasn't as pretty as she is, but she still had the same mind, I'd be fine with that. And we're both heading that direction. We're not getting prettier. Like you see this hair.
Yeah, hey, look, it's a fact. No, I understand. I got another question in here, but you're gonna have to think back when you were single to answer it. Batman or Superman?
I gotta go Batman. Superman's my least favorite hero of all time. He sucks. He's garbage. Trash.
Who is?
Superman.
He's
basura. Garbage.
Superman sucks.
Yes. Oh, look, a green rock. Oh, sorry. Sucks to be.
I had thought a long time ago that Batman should have put a gun full of kryptonite bullets in it and popped Superman a long time ago.
I mean, he could. He just.
I talked about that like long time ago.
Yeah, he could. He just chooses not to, man.
Home cooked meal or go out?
Go out, no dishes. But I don't like to pay because I'm cheap. So, bit of both.
See, that's where I was going with this. I was like, which one is he gonna pick? He's so cheap to go out, but he doesn't like to do dishes. So just cereal for everybody. Breakfast for dinner or dinner for dinner?
Breakfast for dinner is okay every now and then, but dinner for dinner.
M&M's or Skittles?
Oof. Skittles make my breath stink, so I gotta go M&M's. I like Skittles, but you get the funky breath.
Okay. All right. Disney World or Universal Studios?
Ooh. I've been to Disney World, but it was like the worst time for a person to go to. I was like 12, 13, getting acne, super self-conscious. I'm like, couldn't enjoy myself because I was too old to like enjoy it. And not enough that like I didn't care what other people thought to enjoy it. So it was like it was one large social experiment gone wrong for me. So,
Gotcha.
I don't know. I never been to Universal Studios either, so I couldn't say.
Oh man, Universal is way better than Disneyland to me.
Yeah. Nice.
Just to me. I mean, they've got the Star Wars ride, the Jurassic Park ride, the Harry Potter ride, the movie rides. They got those. Like
those sound like fun. Those are some
oh
of my
my
favorite.
god.
Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, Star Wars, all of them. Even though I was just hating on Star Wars, I love it. I watch it all.
Biz takes them to all you can eat. But this up with the busy fish chat is crazy. All right, super late. I mean, slightly late or super early.
Share the plate, dude. That one just got me. Oh my god, that's awesome. What were you saying, Biz? I'm sorry.
Slightly late or super early?
Slightly late.
That's me too. Mind on my money on my mind.
What, mind on my money or money on my mind? Isn't that the same thing?
Nah, I said it differently.
I'll go mind on my money then.
Butts or breasts?
I like the butt, I guess.
Don't be ashamed of it. Say it loud and proud. I like butt.
I hope my wife isn't watching.
I hope she is. I like your butt, honey.
I do like her butt quite a bit. I don't know if the world needs to know.
The world, there's only 12 people in. Hot coffee or iced coffee?
I like iced coffee.
Okay, me too. Dark or light liquor?
Dude, I barely drink. I get so tired when I drink now. Tequila's my favorite, so I guess light.
Okay, very nice. Dark or light chicken?
Ooh. Dude, people who don't know about chicken thighs are missing out. Dark meat.
High five. Yeah, absolutely. Chicken thighs. I'll go.
Breast is overrated, man. It's overrated.
Really is. I was like, yo, can I get thighs, please? That'll cost extra. Throw the thighs in there.
Cost extra because they know.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're at Church's Chicken, it doesn't even matter because they're giving that bird away. It's like you can get 180 pieces for $15.99. They don't care. Now they're making honey biscuits too.
Oh man, I wish
this is ridiculous.
Church's would be my favorite restaurant, but I can't eat it. It's about gluten intolerance, man.
Yeah, man. Oh man, that gluten stuff sucks. On the rocks or no rocks?
Never been a big fan of a ton of salt in my mouth, so I'll go no rocks.
Okay.
Oh wait, rocks is ice.
Rocks is ice. Yeah.
See, that's how much I drink, man. That's bad.
I see.
Yeah, I'll go rocks.
Okay. Chaser or straight up?
Chaser. I am a lightweight, super lightweight.
Okay. Wine or beer?
Wine makes me really sleepy, so I gotta go beer. They got some good gluten-free beers too.
Okay. Wine. Crazy horny, man. You gotta get with the wine, man.
I mean, it works for my wife.
Crazy horny. All right.
Likes wine.
Dice or cards?
Ooh, gotta go dice. I like both, but gotta go dice.
Okay. What game for dice?
It's just there's all sorts of games that I think of. Like, so I'm also a huge closet nerd. So I play tons and tons of
Board games?
like D&D style games.
Okay. Okay.
Like fantasy, like super nerdy. You play with little miniatures type of stuff. Like it's called Warhammer.
Okay. Okay.
Got a bunch. It's a sci-fi game. They got a fantasy version as well.
Wait a minute. Have you ever done have you ever dressed up like a Warcraft or whatever this mess is and played out in Forest Park to be with the
I have never. It's called LARPing, and no.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Before, yeah.
Yeah. Have you done it?
No, never.
Dude, I'm trying to figure out when they're out there. I just want to be a part of it one day.
I would just search Facebook for like St. Louis LARP, LARP.
You're probably right.
Find
You're probably right. They've got a community for it. I mean,
they do.
Look at all the nutsos we have in the fish keeping community.
Yeah, I mean it's tough to throw stones when you're surrounded by aquariums.
It's true.
Really,
it's true. You've just leveled up.
Hey.
You've just leveled up. There you go. Technology. All right. Real quick questions after this, and then we're going to let you go. It's just called fill in the blank.
Ready.
Name of your first fish.
Probably Goldie. It was goldfish.
Goldfish. Okay. When did you get that fish?
I was like 6'5". I was young.
Okay.
Remember, I killed it. I think I was hugging it, and I'm pretty sure it died.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
How was that young? Oops.
Vacation anywhere, and I know you've said you've been everywhere, but if you could vacation anywhere.
Alaska.
Okay.
Or Peru. I feel like Peru would be sweet.
Okay. All right. Remake and star in any movie.
Say it one more time.
If you could remake and star in any movie, where you could be the star of any movie.
Oh dang. It'd be cool to be part of the Star Wars universe for sure. It'd be cool to be Marvel, DC, something like that. I like that a lot. So probably one of those two.
All right. If you were a superhero, what would your power be?
I dream about flying all the time. Gotta be flight.
Okay. All right. And if you could and had any money in the world, what would be your dream tank and what would you stock?
All the money in the world, dream tank. First off, someone else is taking care of this. If I got all the money in the world, I got someone taking care of it for me.
Right.
It would be like a massive South American, like basically you fill up your basement type of thing. Like huge pond, essentially. That I wouldn't want to be able to like get on my snorkel and just get in there, swim with some discus, clouds and clouds, cardinal tetras, pistos galore. That'd be awesome.
It's beautiful. I tell you what, Jake from State Farm. Jake from MASI.
No khakis, man. No khakis.
You have survived the hot spot. Everybody give them a round of applause. If you enjoyed Jake Harrison, the hot spot, spam the ones now in the chat. Put ones in the chat if you enjoyed this hot spot. It was a doozy for me. I definitely enjoyed it. Put your ones in the chat for Jake. Thank him for coming on and being a part of this. Jake.
It is. Thanks a lot for having me, man. This was love.
Man, Absolutely, bro. When I saw you there, I was like, oh crap, Jake. Like I knew he was going to be here, but definitely want to get him on. After I realized that you were doing your own YouTube, so tell everybody what days goes on.
Yeah. So we've been going third Thursday is when our aquarium, like the fish talk, goes live. And even though we are meeting back in person, we are going to be going. I am going to be still broadcasting our in-person meeting live this third Thursday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep the second Thursdays going. That was when I would interview the speakers. I'm going to do my best to keep it going though. So it just depends on if the speakers are willing and able to, come to St. Louis and talk with me before they come to St. Louis. Because it's a lot, when you involve in like travel and plane tickets.
Sure.
And stuff, it's a lot.
Sure. Now, and I know you said you were looking at to become vice president for MASI there. I'm good luck to that. And I guess as a member, do I get a vote or is there a panel? I have not been to the meetings yet.
I think members get to vote, and I think you vote at the meetings.
Okay.
So
I've got to get to a meeting.
It's going to be held at the hotel now, where you were just at for the swap.
Really? That's where the meetings are?
Yeah, that's where they're going to be now because the church ended up not. I can't remember why, but it wasn't the club's fault. They're just not renting out their space anymore.
Okay. All right. So I definitely need to go and check that out and be a part of that because we've got some brilliant minds in Missouri and they got a host of different stuff, man. And they're looking for some some young blood to take over and get creative with it. And even though I'm trying to do a small part by kind of bringing these high schoolers in. I want to try to embed myself in some of that good information that they have, man. Because every time they talk to you, you're always like mind blown on some stuff. I think you've went on some collections with a couple of these guys, right?
Yep. Just around local stuff. There's some really cool fish in Missouri, man.
Yeah. I was just talking to Micah. I don't know if he's still in or not. And he was talking about how he knows a hell of a lot of the native species, and
he does.
Talking to the classroom about them. And I asked him if I had a 55 gallon, could I keep quite a few native species in the classroom? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, cool,
Yeah, I think Micah's going to start coming on some of our collection trips with us.
I want to too, so don't leave me out. I got
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I got your phone number too.
Yeah, man. Hit me up, man. I'll throw my pole in the water, you dig?
Summer's coming up. Do you do summer jobs? You free on summer?
I've got a 4 session online for summer school because I got to grab some of these kids that didn't do so hot in bio and get them to hopefully something decent. But no, I don't have any weekends and it's not any evenings, so I can still get down.
Nice. Yeah, I know there's going to be a collection trip when the American Killifish Association rolls through town.
Okay.
I want to go collecting when they get here, so.
All right. Keep me in mind, man, and we will get it done.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, listen, everybody. I want to thank Harris for coming on board, man, jumping in the hotspot and sharing his information and a little piece of his life with us. Listen, you know how it goes, man. Every Monday, 9 p.m., we right here at the same time. I'm usually late, so you already know what it is. Busy Fish Chat, thank you. Monica Lynn, all my mods, thank you. Jeffrey Watts, I know, okay? I gotta do the ranch, okay? But I gotta do it on YouTube. It won't let me do it on StreamYard. I was just saying that. LC Aquatics, I'll be in touch with you. If you can jump on next Monday, we'll do another spotlight for future of fish keeping. So it'll be you and another 16-year-old. I think his name is Colton Tanks or Colton's Aquatics. I talked to him and he would like to be on also. So you too, man, in the hot spot, man. And we'll get it going. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you all. Much love. And we out of here. You got anything left to say there, Jake? Parting word?
That was a lot of fun, though. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And Jake Harris is now a friend of the channel, so we'll be expecting him to come back up here. You feel me?
Heck yeah, man. Hit me up anytime.
That sounds
I
good.
have to get off this bucket, though. It was crazy.
All right. All right. Thanks, everybody.